everybody. I'm Amy,
And I'm Audrea.
and this is the right crowd. So grab a cup of coffee
Or a cup of energy drink.
or maybe a little something on the rocks, and let's get started. Where is the time gone?
How did this happen? You guys, how did this happen? We have been absent for a while. We have not posted any videos for a bit. We took the summer off, and then the summer turned into part of the fall.
I think maybe we've posted two in
Could
the
be.
whole time.
I think it's the last time I looked, it said 4 months since we posted a video.
We so sorry.
Oopsie did.
That life.
But we've been reading and we've been doing things, so we'll catch you guys up. And then we've got more videos coming out, and we're going to be buckling down to record and post videos again. So
Yes.
speaking of recording and posting videos, today we are talking about planners. It's that time again.
Planners always help us post a video because they're needed at a certain time of the year.
Yes.
If you post it too late, it's too late. So hopefully this one's not too late. And we're able to help you guys make some decisions, maybe find some planners that we haven't talked about before, maybe revisit a planner that you thought about and forgot about. So I think what we're going to do, correct me if I'm wrong, Audrey, we're going to go through what we did this year, what we used this year, planners that we thought about but decided against, and then our final plan. Is that correct?
That is correct. Well, let's just see how it plays out. You know what they say about a plan when it
Yeah. So at least you guys know our heart for this video, and we'll see what happens.
Yes.
So, would you like to go first?
You're the most organized, so why don't you start first?
Okay. So first of all, I want to talk about my cup.
I
Just
love
my-
it. I love it.
So one of the things that my hubby and I did during our little breaky break is we had friends get married in New Hampshire, and we extended our trip to whale watching in Maine. And I picked up this lovely cup, and I told myself I did not need any more cups. I brought 5 cups home. This is just one of them. Possible I brought 6 because as soon as I said 5, I remembered another one. So I don't know how many cups I brought home. But now we legit have no more room for any cups in the gorgeous thing my husband built me for our coffee bar and to hold all my cups. So either I'm going to have to cull through them or I'm going to have to stop buying cups, which we know neither one of those are going to happen. So my
Yeah.
husband's going to have to build me another shelf.
I was going to say that's not going to happen.
I think a cabinet or something is going to have to be made because, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to share my lovely cup with you guys because I think it's beautiful.
But the one that I've got today is Dear Autocorrect, it's never duck. And
Yes, that would be you. Yeah. Whereas for me, it probably was duck.
all right, let's talk planners. And you're going to get started with what? Which one?
Okay. What we use this year. So when I think about planners, I just don't think about my plan. I think about my planner and my journals. So what I have used this year has been an Archer and Olive, undated.
Oh, beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I love Archer and Olive. It's got the strap. It's got all the things. And I'll show you December because my other months have been filled out. Random stickers. You make them, however you want to do it. And this one has been great and then it's got the weekly layout.
Nice.
And then at the end of every month, I have a spread. Well, I have to show you November because December there's not. End of every month, I have a 2-page spread. And what I do for here is highlights from the month. This says I won a WPT trophy. Yay me. And this side is for future plans, stuff that my husband and I have talked about, or Audrey and I have talked about for the future. That's what this one has done for me. This one, it's got all kinds of stuff that I use. If I went into it, the video would be way too long. This one will not be making a reappearance this year.
No. Okay.
I discovered probably August-ish, it dawned on me that I was writing the same thing 3 times, which the year before, I remember coming up with this new system because I was tired of writing so many things at the same time in different places. Well, I found out that as the year progressed, I ended up doing it again. So this one will not be coming back. And the things that I record in my monthly and weekly here is going to go in a different planner that I'm going to be using the next year. So I will finish it out, but it will not be returning. So that's the first one. The second one, of course, is my Laurel Denise. This baby is on year 2, and I've loved it. I have what they've renamed them. I've been using the Nancy, which is horizontal. And the great thing about Laurel Denise is the way they set up their planners. You can see the month and the week at the same time. So I will show you a December because I haven't like filled anything in. Y'all don't want to know about my life that much anyway. So this is how it's set up. So you've got the full month, you've got your week, and this flips. So every week you still see the month, you've got your week. This I have loved. Of is coming back. I will be using Laurel Denise in the same style. I really love it. I really love it. I also this year, somehow it's not sitting right here. I have had just a journal that I've tracked every day, every other day, kind of like a diary. I've been doing that since the 8th grade. That one is also an Archer and Olive. And then I have been keeping up with a 5-year plan, not a 5-year journal, 5-year journal, not planner. And I stopped probably about September because I realized it wasn't doing anything for me anymore. And I almost kept it because I'm so close to finishing it. I started year 5 in August and I'm this close to finishing it. And I was like, it's not bringing me any joy. I found that I had not written in it in 2 weeks because I just wasn't. And then I have to go back and catch up. So I stopped. It just wasn't doing anything for me. And I'm not into wasting time for things that don't do anything for me. So I stopped that. I also had another. Wait. Yes.
Before you move on from 5-year planners, or journals, I want to put those up for people so they can see what they look like because I have a couple. So here,
That's mine.
that's the one you have because I bought it because you had it. I had FOMO, and this is the 5-year journal. And I started this one in 22. And you can see I did. So this is 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. You see, I didn't keep up with it. So I think I am going to bring back for myself the 5-year planner, but because I found this one, which I love. So this one is available on Amazon. So if you like the idea of writing like January 1 that day every year and see what happened. I mean, it's a great concept. I love this concept, but I am not very good with journaling. And so I didn't keep it up at all. And then I found this one, which I fell in love with just the format of it. It is so adorable. And this one it sells out frequently, but I'll put up links for these. And some of the links might be affiliate links to help pay for the channel, or you can just go find them yourself. But so I love this size. And so I stopped doing that one and I started to do this one, but then I stopped. But this one was for 2025. And so I'll be picking this one back up. And you can see I have 2025. You can see through there. I wrote on that day, but at some point I stopped and I have to pick it back up because this one does go through 2029. So I love this format and my commitment is to start doing that regularly going through the year. But I just wanted to show people examples of a 5-year journal. Go on.
I think the reason I loved it in the beginning is because when I started it was when we were starting the process of getting our other house ready to sell and building the house that I'm currently sitting in, the time that we lived in the RV. Like, it was cool to like get to the next year and read the year above and be like, oh, honey, today is the day that we got the floors in, or today is the day we did this. Or so that was cool. Now we don't have anything like that going on. So it's kind of like recording all this stuff somewhere else. I don't need to record it here anymore. So, but that was just me.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So I did have a Menchup girl one that I was working on, and this is what happened. So what had happened was, in the end of September, I reorganized what I was doing because it wasn't doing anything for me anymore. And I have since moved some of that stuff away. I don't even know where the stuff is to like show you guys. But I discovered that I was just keeping up with stuff in too many places. So what I did at the end of September is I got this planner called Planner Envy, and it's a, ring one. And mine was undated. So I had to go in and I put in my own like tabs for the month. And then for every month, I have to go in and put in all of the dates and the stickers. But this, I found I'm able to track habits, do our budget. The stuff that I used to write in that Archer and Olive one is going to go in here. So I actually started this one at the end of October, and it's going to continue, assuming I still like it, through September, because it's a 12-month, but I started it in October because I was like, if I'm not keeping up with this other stuff, why would I keep like this is going to work for me? So that is all the ones that I know I used more, but I can't think of them because they're not sitting here. And I packed them all away because I was done. So,
Fair enough.
what about you?
So that's what didn't work for you or what
No, 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 that's what I used this past year.
what you used this past year. Okay. So what I used this past year, some of the ones that I use expire. Well, I use like a 3-month planner. So every 3 months I get to get a new one. And for my little squirrely brain, that's sometimes a good thing, sometimes not a good thing. But so I started off in this rote runner, I think. I love the rote runner. This is one size. It comes in this is the 8.5 by 11 size, or it's at 8.5. And then it comes in a smaller format. This isn't the same planner, but I'm just going to show you. It comes in a smaller, that size. So I love the rote runner. What I like about this particular one for me, because I have a day job, well, your job's more night job, but we have jobs other than writing, is that it's got, after you get past your goals, for example, it's got a weekly layout, and then it has your goals for the week, and then you can track your food down below, which I wasn't tracking, obviously. And then you can track some of your habits and your to-do list. I did like this one. It had a lot on it, and there's more pages. You can see there's lots of writing in this one. What I really like about it is that in between each week, there's bullet journal paper. So there's dot matrix paper. So where you are doing your journaling from every month, there's a page like this in yours. This one is between every week. There's 2 blank pages that I can do stuff on. And then it does have a month. And so you can plan for the month. And this one I did put my own tabs in it. I bought my own tabs and stickers on the front. This one got a lot of use before it ran out. And I had to move on to, see, you can see I wrote a lot in it. I track all my meetings and everything in there. So I was using this one, and then I decided to move to the smaller version of it. And I used it the same way. I love the smaller version because it fits in my purse. I carry a purse. And when I used to work in an office and not work remote, I was running from meeting to meeting. I had my little planner that went from meeting to meeting, and I had all this, I kept notes in it, and I had my next meeting in there, etc. In addition to having all that on my phone, digitally as well. So I do like that format and having the extra pages in it. And I liked it so much. I liked it much better than, this is the one previously said, I love this one. And I was always going to use this one, which is remember the name of it, the Right Planner for ADHD. It has a space for weekly reflection, etc. The same size as the one I got in the Rote Runner, but it has the extra pages. This one allows you to gamify. So after 3 months with this one, I went to the Rote Runner in this size. And then after 3 months, I went to a smaller size. And I really like that one. And I said, I'm not switching. Rote Runner is the planner for me. If I want to gamify it on my to-dos, I can do that, make my own system and do that. I don't need the right planner for that one. However, as happens, my head was turned by another planner, which I thought was going to be just awesome. It's just a little bit bigger. I think this is a B6. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but anyways, just a little bit bigger format, and it's a hardback. It has the month in it, so this is one I was, using, and then instead of having a weekly spread, it has a daily spread. And this one was started in October. We're supposed to about yeah, October. This one started October, November. So you can see from the blank pages in it, I did not this one didn't work for me. So even though I thought, I don't need those 2 pages of dot matrix, this one has just 1 page per day. I just need that. And then but this one didn't work for me. So, this one is the Phoenix Journal. So, it has a lot of good stuff in it, and it has quotes at the top, and it has, like, your goals for relationships, work, etcetera, for what your goals are for the week, which I thought would work. But, the other one had all that too, but it and this one is heavier, and also the paper is heavy, a heavier grade paper. Didn't work for me. So much that I stopped in the middle of a quarter. I stopped using that one, and then I went back to the, Rote Runner, and I had extra dot matrix paper at the end, and I just kept using that until I found this one. So this one is the planner that I started using in October after I quit that one. I quit that one. I that one is dead to me.
You broke up.
We broke up. That the Phoenix Journal and I broke up, and I started with this one.
It's not you, it's me.
Actually, it was it. It was not no,
It usually is. We just don't say that.
that's this one. All right, so that's what didn't work and what I'm currently using. So that's what worked, and then it didn't work, and now what I'm currently using is this journal in addition to the Laurel Denise, which I'll show in a second. This one, luckily, by coinkydink, started in October of 2025. So right when I was ready to break up with that planner and was about to order another Rote Runner, I ordered the Jibun Teko, and that's Japanese. If it sounded like a foreign language, it's because it is Jibun Teko, and it'll take me. I won't be able to change every 3 months unless this is supposed to take me through the entire 2026. I even started doing little bitty tabs. They're so tiny, but it's month 11, month 12 to go all through the year. I did previously use one planner to go all the way through the year and only switch to every 3 months when I started getting that type of planner. So I'm going backwards, but this has lots of extra note paper. This one I should probably do. I love the color of this one. You can see I put little pumpkins in it for my word counts for November. And then it has a weekly spread again, and you write your goals there. So you can see me writing and taking them off. It does not have in between the months or in between the weeks extra paper. But what it did come with was this whole full extra book that fits in here of paper.
Nice.
So there, that's what I'm going to just start a new page and just keep going for my brain dump and my notes the way I use the one in between the weeks. Because what used to drive me nuts with the one, I loved it in between the weeks. There was 2 pages. Sometimes I didn't use it, and I would go back and use that even though I was further along in the year. But it worked. I knew I wrote the date on it. So this I'll be using it the same way. So this is the Jibun Teko, and it's November. I started it in October, and so far I love it. And it fits in my purse, and it comes with a rubber band. This one comes with a lot of stuff. So it comes with a rubber band to keep it closed, and can't see it, but in the front,
There's a little pouch.
a little pouch. So you can keep your stuff there.
Is
And
this
then,
the one you got off Jet Pens?
yes, this one came from Jet Pens. And actually, the rubber band you can take out because it's a measuring thing. So I can use it to draw lines and stuff. And it fits in another pouch on the back. So that's how this one comes. And I typically don't like ones with this plastic cover, but it works for me so far. What I'm going to do is take it out and put stickers on it. And it's a clear cover, so you'll be able to see the stickers. And it comes with a life journal as well, where you can put things about your life. I don't know all the things that this one does because most of the instructions for it are in Japanese, but I will just adapt it to how I want to use it. Maybe I'll learn Japanese so I can better use it. But it does the planner part of it is great. I do like the planner part of it, and then it just comes with these extra sections. One for ideas, which I love, and the other one for life, which I haven't quite figured out. And then the other whole section is the year. So that's it for what I'm currently using, other than my dun, 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 Laurel Denise.
Now, which one do you have, the Nancy, or did you get a different one?
I have got the project planner. So they
Okay.
started doing this project planner, which doesn't have, as you can see from Amy's, when she turned it, it had the days or the week that turned. This one doesn't come with that. It comes with, go to one. This is for November, December. It comes with just 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is, and then it comes with your daily habits at the bottom. And so you would track 4 projects and items. And I've not used it the way I thought I would. Actually, let me go to one where it has more in it. So this is back in April. You can see I did a few stickers. I'm trying to up my sticker game to keep up with Amy, but not quite. But you can see this one, I did have my 4 projects. My book, our channel, TWC, and then home, which has a lot of stuff. Florida, South Dakota, Arizona, home things, and then my brand here. And I just got to get back to doing that. You can see I did that here. Same 4 projects I was tracking throughout the year. And for that month, I write the to-dos for it. But so that's the one I've used. And we'll be using this one through the end of the year. And I like it because it just, Amy introduced me to the Laurel Denise. I love the colors. My gosh. We talked about that before, but we'll talk more coming up, I suspect. But let me get to where I am. So this is for November. Got a few things on there. And it sets on a stand right to my left. So I'm always looking at the month. And then I flip it over to see the project things, which is why I probably didn't use the project things as much because it's not a page that comes to my view. I have to flip the whole book over, but I'm going to go back to doing that. I fell off when I was traveling a lot because I didn't want to travel with this as well as with the other one. And when you're trying to just do carry-ons, you have to simplify.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is what I was using this year. Am using.
Okay. So let me go through the pile I have
Okay.
of ones that I looked at for using this year and have decided against.
Okay.
And I realized yesterday that in a box that I did not go through when I was organizing all my containers about a month ago, apparently I have a box of notebooks that I didn't go through. And there's at least 4 planners in there that I know of that I purchased last year that I decided not to use that I thought I was going to use this year. They're still in the container. They're not going to get used this year. I do have a pile of stuff to sell on one of these like buy sell trade things on Facebook.
Yep.
So some of them might end up in that because I just need to stop hoarding these things I know I'm not going to use. Okay. So first up is this super cute one. Now I have to tell you, I love this one because of the whale, but also the cover is super like butter soft. And I want to say I got it off of the Amazons. It's called a live whale planner. Oh, it's right up your alley. It's a 3-month planner. And the reason I'm like, no, like I literally opened it and went, no, because they write it out as a daily. I don't do dailies.
Yeah.
I don't do dailies. If I stayed home and all I did was write and study poker and work on stuff at home, then I would do dailies, but I don't. I have a job, and so it just doesn't work for me. But this is what the daily looks like.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know, right? This is right up your alley. So it's got an affirmation, thankful, food list, your daily thoughts, your reminders, a schedule, priorities, and a to-do list. That is the spread they have. And at the top, you can actually circle what day you're writing about. It's got the little letters for
I
Sunday,
do
Monday,
like
Tuesday.
that where you can either circle the day or you can circle the number like 1 through
Right,
31, for the days.
right. And then at the start of the month, it has the monthly spread, right? So it's got the month. And then the first couple of pages, it does break down each week into its own page. So each week has its own page. And at the end of those weeks, it has a page of line. And then it goes to a month of weeks, a month of days, which is just not, it's not my, I'll add it to your pile to look at when you get here because you might like this one. So this one's a no. This one's a no for me. The second one, did you get this one for me or did I buy this one? It's the
Okay.
right
Okay.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's not making the cut because I am not full time writing at the moment. And that's what this is for. This is literally for me. So it's got your daily writing sessions that you can track.
Mhm.
It's called the Right Plan Planner,
Okay.
what it's called. But it's got your daily sessions that you can track. It's got a weekly planning and a weekly review. It has, let me find the monthly one. Oh, there's not a monthly. It just starts on the week. So it gives you 7 days and then it starts you with another week, literally week 10, and it moves you through. Maybe when I start truly focusing on writing, then this one will work. So this one's not going anywhere.
Oh,
It's just not being used right. The whale planner, never will I ever use it. So it's go bye-bye. The other one that I got, Hal Elrod does the Miracle Morning.
oh, yeah.
And there's like, I don't know, 10, 15 different versions of it. I actually contacted them about doing a Miracle Morning for writers. And they said right now they're not doing another version, but they appreciated that I reached
Well, that's
because
cool that they
it,
respond.
yeah, oh yeah. I was like, oh, actually responded. So this is a bullet journal. It is set up to make lists for different things you want to do. So there's an adventure list
You said
there.
you said bullet journal. You mean bucket list journal?
That's what I meant.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
want for everybody playing along at home. Bucket
Yeah.
list.
Listen to the words in my head, not the ones coming. So, like, there's a financial list, there's an intellectual list, like, you make lists for all of the things. And then they have a before I will die section where you get to write out stuff that you wanna make sure you do before you die.
Sure.
And then you list things that were on your list, why it was important, what you'll gain by doing it, how you feel after doing it, all that stuff. A little woo-woo for me. I'm not gonna use it. It's gonna go bye-bye. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's not for me. So
Sounds kinda cool.
it'll go in your pile. You can look at it when you get here. Okay. The other one that I didn't know if I would use it or not, but Joann's was closing and they had a whole pile of Erin Condren undated weekly, monthly planners. So I bought two because they were super cheap and they're spiral bound, the size of a notebook. Like, so I bought two. They come with stickers. It's got the monthly layout like you would expect, and then it's got weekly vertical layout. I have really discovered that I'm a horizontal girl. I like my planners horizontal. So this isn't one that I will probably be using. Like I said, I bought two. So it will probably go back in the pile for reconsideration later because it might come in useful for more of a project planner kind of thing than a planner. I do also have a project planner from Laurel Denise in that container that I bought thinking I would use it. It's still in the container. We're not gonna we're just whatever. Okay. The other one, I know I told you guys I wasn't going to use the undated Archer and Olive. This one is this year's undated Archer and Olive. I had already purchased it. before I decided I wasn't going to use it. So it is beautiful.
Mm,
Archer olives.
very.
It is gorgeous. She will go back in the container because she is not going anywhere. Um, I I even bought the monthly tabs to match it because I was so sure I was using this bad boy. But I am not. Again, I love Archer and Olive. So the only Archer and Olive notebooks I tend to get rid of are the sizes I don't like. So like Traveler and the little bitty ones that are like this big. I'm never going to use those. So those I tend to get rid of. That one right there, yeah, no, she's good. Now the other one that I purchased and I bought all the stickers for. These are all the monthly stickers. This one company, hang on, what's I want to say, My Happy Place stickers,
Okay.
MHP stickers. They have a whole, it's a monthly set that you buy, and it's the same kind of design. So you get the theme for the whole, and you guys know I've talked about this. I like everything to be matchy matchy. So I went ahead and bought the whole thing. I bought the stickers from Laurel Denise. Now, you know, this is a Laurel Denise that I bought that I'm not using right now. But this one is the portrait planner. Okay. So this one is different from the ones that we've shown. I really like the setup of this one, and I will use it eventually. I just don't have a use for it at the moment. So I got undated because I didn't know when I would be starting it. And I didn't want to like have 9 months of not being able to, you know, I put stickers on everything anyway, so it probably wouldn't have made a big of a difference, but that's my thought process. So this is the difference. This is the portrait. You have your month on the top,
Okay.
and then on the bottom, you have your habit tracker and 4 blocks, and then this side is dot grid. But then the bottom is what flips over. So now you've got 8, well, you've got 7 boxes and then a blank, no lines on this side, but it coordinates with your week. So the bottom is what moves on this one. So you end up with like a list of to-dos kind of thing on the bottom, which I do love.
Okay.
It's just not for me right now. So those are the ones that I purchased this year. We're not talking about the ones I purchased before and then didn't look around.
We're moving forward. We're moving forward.
Yeah, yeah. So those are the ones that I purchased this year that I am not using. Did you have any of those?
That I am not using other than the one that that I used for a few days, a handful of days in October. Well, yes. Okay. There's one that I purchased that I have yet to use. There's 2. And I can't get rid of it because I love it so much. One of them. And it is, well, I'll talk about this one first.
I literally thought you were gonna turn around and be like, "And it is right in front of me."
Well, it should be because I put it together for this pile and I can't find it now. That's why I always say Amy is the organized. Okay, so this is the one that I purchased and I thought this was going to solve all of my problems and fix my brain.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
called the anti-planner. And it is supposed to, it's got these great tabs. It's interactive. It's almost like a choose your own adventure. And it's by Danny Donovan. And it's beautifully illustrated and so colorful and great. And it tells you some strategies like body doubling. So you say, right now I'm feeling disorganized. So you turn to the disorganized section, and it's got some advice. It's got some things you can do, and it takes you to a part where you can get things done. It's really not, when it says anti-planner, it's really not a planner. So there's no place to write what's going on for the day, the week, or any of that stuff. You can write down goals and fill out some of it, like how to recharge your batteries. You can make a list of what are some signs you're in low power mode. But it's really more of a exercise for you to do to see trends and move yourself out of an unproductive state. So it's a way, and it says here on this title, how to get blank done when you don't feel like it. And so that's what it's supposed to help you do. And I thought it was more of a planner. And so I bought it. But here, if I had been reading, It says, "No boring, repetitive spreads." Well, I kinda need structure as I go through my books. No calendars or dates, but by golly, that's why I buy a planner. I need dates and calendars to put things and meetings and things on. No stupid cliche advice, no guilt, no empty pages. No guilt's great. No empty pages, that's great, because I hate to see empty pages in, like, a planner I stopped using or skipped, and no way to fail even if you tried, which is a great it's more of a book to read, an extra workbook to do, so that's an example of one I built or bought and currently am not using, but I'm gonna pull it out to read it and not use it as a planner since it's not a planner. Oh, and there is one other one that I bought this year that I don't think is gonna make the cut, and I actually bought one for you and your husband.
Is this the one that you asked me about? That
I keep asking you, "How do you like that planner?" And it's actually
I have no idea what she's talking about.
in a box to send to you. But you probably won't like it, so no big deal. But I thought it's again, it's a way to gamify your schedule, and I'll pull that one out so we can talk about it on another episode, maybe in planners that didn't make the cut for 2026. But so that's what I've got. What do you got for next year, this year coming up?
Okay. So what I'm using, I say that I've simplified. I don't know if y'all will think that I've simplified, but I think that I've simplified. So I'm still using my journal, like my daily. I sit down in the morning and I do a journal, and I have my quiet time stuff, and that's all separate. But then for like planners, I want to show you what this planner envy actually looks like.
Okay.
So you start the month with, so you've got a dot grid page on one side, and then every month, the month starts with this section, and it's priorities, goals, important, dates, birthdays, notes, and then they've got 3 sections you can do whatever you want with. Okay. Then when you go to the next page, you have your monthly spread, right? So, it's looking like it. Now, this is where you get to where but I'm able to condense everything into this bad boy. All right. Ta-da! So there's a self-care and health page.
Okay.
So you've got health habits, exercise and fitness, 3 different boxes to record. This one is relationship happiness and relaxation. Your goals for the month. There's a little grid right here where you can color in how you're feeling each day. And here's your color chart. You decide what colors you want it to be. Another dot grid and box on the bottom. And then the other side is your finances. So your bills, your savings, your goals, anything coming up that you need to keep track of. So there's that. Then you get into, if I can turn the page, every week you have a spread like this. So every week has lines for the day and a box for to-dos. It's got your like important things at the top all together for the week, habit trackers for the week. You've got a space to keep notes, extra little boxes. This one is for things you need to remember for next week. And that's how this planner is for the whole month. I like it because I can track all my stuff in one spot. For my bills, I take care of the bills in our house. I had one spot that listed all the bills that we had to pay, but then I had sticky notes for every month as I was paying those bills and crossing them off and having to go back and forth between the different pages. So I like that I can do all of that in this one spot. And now I just have to find a way to make sure that I'm not double writing stuff between this one and my fabulous Laurel Denise. So we have not shown each other our designs for this year. So it'll be interesting to see. So I almost didn't get this one because it is called Lizzie's Stroll. And Lizzie is my least favorite character in Pride and Prejudice. I almost didn't buy it because of the title.
Oh, no.
However, she is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that is gorgeous.
So this is the one that I got, and it's little, you can't see it, the camera doesn't do it justice. It's little tiny flowers and leaves all over it. and I think it's beautiful. I literally almost didn't get it because it's called Lizzie's Stroll, and I kinda like Lizzie, but, whatever.
And that's
So
like navy blue and grayish, right?
yes, yep, it's navy, it's like a light blue, a navy blue, and like a gray blue. Did you get the same one?
I'm pulling out mine right now.
Did you get the
I
same
actually didn't open the box. I don't I know I didn't get the same one. Probably. I love how they package their stuff. Laurel Denise, A++, but you can see that's not the same one. But
Well, no, the boxes don't look the boxes are the same, it doesn't matter what the inside looks like.
oh, we got some ASMR. So if you can hear the paper crackling,
You haven't opened yours at all?
no,
Oh my
but
gosh, no, as soon as I got it, I opened it up. Yes.
OMG, look how pretty that is. Everybody, if you are doing the podcast, it is a beautiful orange poppies on a yellow background with some, I don't know if those are thistles or what that other purplish thing is, but it's gorgeous.
That is
A horizontal.
beautiful.
I mean, a vertical, not a horizontal, which is different for me this year.
So that one almost looks like the one I bought that I'm not using because I got the undated and you got the dated.
I got the dated. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got the plain blue one. I didn't get it like a design on mine.
Oh,
But that's awesome. So this one is just like the other one. There's nothing different. It's got your weeks. The pages here is what turns. You've got I don't ever use the habit tracker back here because I need to see my habit tracker. Back
hmm.
here, I don't remember the habit trackers back there. So it never gets used. But this is how we do it. The way I use mine is they do have a thing in the beginning where you do special events for the year. So as I plan things, I write them here because plans change. But then they also have a section in the back for planning ahead for next year.
Mm.
So as Randy and I next year, 2027 will be our 50th wedding anniversary. So
50.
whenever 50, sorry, 25,
No,
25.
I'm like, you
I'm gonna be 50 next year, and it's our 25th wedding anniversary. Sorry.
guys got married in the womb. That's
Yeah, yeah, literally. And so now this one on the back, I don't remember, like, I don't know if this is like, I'm thinking this is new for this planner because this is not in the back of my current Nancy. But this one, what they did in the back is they added in this
right.
yearly plan spread. So
Okay.
you've got the months on the bottom and the days across the top. It's a 2-page spread. And then it's kind of almost like a little bit of a project planner in the back
Mhm.
because then you also have pages that look like this.
Yes. Sort of like a Gantt chart with the list of the
Yeah.
and like you can write the
Yeah.
month at the top or week or 50.
You have a couple of pages like that. And then you go to your grid pages
Yes.
and dot grid. So it is possible that this is not the because of the project plan stuff in the back, that this isn't actually what they're calling the Nancy, but the Nancy is the one that I use because it's the horizontal with all of the like it's the same thing as the one I use this year. The back is different. I'm not quite sure if they've just changed this year's Nancy or if I got a different one that just looked like the Nancy. But that's what that one is. The other one that I am using is we couldn't leave Archer and Olive out.
That's a I love the cover. It's a gray with like a bookshelf with
Yes,
well.
it's a like a brown gray, and
Oh,
it is super like it's got that texture I love. This is their new reading journal. So there are some pre pages already done.
okay.
Like you didn't have to like think all the things. Oh, look at the inside cover of this bookshelves.
Oh, wow, with the foil, the gold foil.
Yeah.
That's
They
embossed.
give you there's some blank pages, so they give you ideas for what to put on the blank pages. But let me show you what this does. So you have at the beginning, I probably won't fill this out because I'm not that person, but this is like an about me section.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not maybe 30 years ago, but this is not me today. And then your reading goals for the year.
Nice.
My only reading goal is to read.
Yeah.
I don't have a until I come up with what I want on my book bingo, I don't really have any like real goals. So they have a couple of different sections. So they have a section called, I'm going to go back and look at their index called wish list. And it's got title, author, the format that you read it in, that kind of thing.
Oh,
What I'm going to use this section for is my nonfiction books. I'm breaking down my goals based on their genre. And then there's the to be read section. This is going to be for the books for us, the
oh,
books that we come up with that we want to read. I'm going to keep track of on these 2 pages. And then there is they've got some dot grid pages. I'm actually going to turn this into recommendations. So books that have been recommended by other people or like book club type books. Then there's your book tracker. So your book tracker, you have your daily reading tracker.
love that. I really love that.
Yes, I like to. Now I pretty much read every day, so I got to figure out an interesting way to do this instead of just 50 gazillion checks because I always read. Then you have a series tracker. So if you have a series that has, you know, and it starts here with 3, and then 4. But my problem is, what if I'm reading one that I think has 3, and I'll have one they read another book?
Yeah, I was just
Like,
thinking that.
what do I do? So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use this one, or if I've just discovered someone that makes stickers you can put over the pages,
Oh,
like full size stickers. I might have to see if they've got some full size stickers. So
oh, I'm in.
this one is is a book log. So I'm going to use this section for all of my. So I have books that I read for brain power that aren't TWC.
Uh-huh.
I keep notes in a reading journal. So this is going to be the book log for that is going to be here, and the main notes will be in that thing. However, they have this for each book. It has a 2-page spread.
So what
So
are
what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my notes in the journal. And then this, you have thoughts, key takeaways, and then random notes that I will do as like I'm done with the book and here's my final thoughts on the book. And then there's a 2-page spread for each book that goes through all of the information for the book. So you can see how you felt about it. You'll be able to quote your summary, how long it took you, all that good. But they have those. I'll see if you can see the little tabbies at the top. That's the whole section.
I love that.
You record the book at the front, and then whatever book number it is at the front, you go to that 2-page spread for keeping notes on the book. After that,
What size did you get? What size is that? Because I'm going to the site. For those of you
I
scrambling,
was wondering what you were doing. So
I
this needs the square.
that's the square. Okay. 8 by 8? That's
Yeah,
probably 8. Okay.
this is the square one. Now at the back, there are some pages that are blank. And I have decided on a couple of those things. So I'm doing an A to Z book challenge, which I've
Oh,
never done before. And then I do DNF books. I read a lot and I don't want to waste my time reading books I don't enjoy.
oh,
So I've got one page that's going to be the half is going to be my nonfiction DNF, and the bottom half is going to be my fiction DNF. I'm going to separate them.
oh, wow.
And then the next section is a reflection. They have already drawn in the shelves.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes. So this is going to be for my TBR. The books I actually own, I'm going to write in on this section. And then as I read them, I'm going to color in the books. That's one goal I have for this year is to actually read the books I own and not buy 50 gazillion books. I don't know how easy that's gonna be because last night I picked up a book at Barnes& and Noble and Randy was like, "Oh, you didn't buy it?" I'm like, "No." I put my hands in my pocket and I said, "No, I'm not allowed to buy any more books." He goes, "Oh, well, I would have wanted to read that one." I'm like, "Great."
Oh, man.
So he literally looked it up on Amazon to see about getting it, but it's gonna be hard. I don't know if I can do it. They have a pre-filled in book bingo.
Oh, fun.
They give you a blank book bingo, which I drew in my reading journal for this year, so it'll be nice to have that. Then they've got not just book bingo, they've got a reading challenge page.
Hmm.
They give you a blank page for reading challenges.
You know what we should do? The right crowd should do a author book craft reading challenge or book bingo. We'll have to talk about that
Ooh,
offline.
that could be fun. And then at the end, there's multiple pages of book and review. So there's your stats, how many you read, your tropes, your genres, how many 1 stars you gave, how many 5 stars you gave. Then there's your book awards on the other side. Most emotional, most surprising, book of the year. The way I think that this is cool is that they break down some of your categories here, but here you write down your favorite book of the month, which I do in my reading journal. So it's nice that it's already here.
Yeah.
Then you can go back and look at this list to see what you think your book of the year is. You don't have to go back through the whole thing.
All right. I'm going to have to stop you. You have to do an episode just on that thing. You're not doing it justice, squeezing it into this episode.
I am because I'm like, okay, I've talked too much. I'm done.
They have obviously put a lot of thought into that journal, and I'm
Yeah.
totally gonna order one. That looks amazing, and I
Yeah.
love how they have all the sections like you already were doing that on your own, and the sections I would want in my book journal, so that is amazing.
Yeah.
It looks
So
like
those three are my only real planners that I'm using for this year. I do have my book journal that I keep notes in. I have my daily journal that I write in more like a diary. And then one of the things so I had this for this year that was like a health journal, health tracker that I didn't really keep up with. I did for like 4 months. I forget what happened, but something happened to where I didn't do anything for like 2 months. Like I got off track. And then once I'm off track, forget it. I'm
okay.
not going back. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to turn it into as big things happen, I'm going to write them here.
Oh,
So
cool.
then instead of just saying in my one thing, won a WPT trophy, I'll like actually go through it
Oh, that's
here. So this will be here to use in my, you can't see it. I had a journal card. So it's in my journal card. It'll be there or whenever. So those are the kind of just three
mhm,
that I'm using this year for now.
okay.
Your turn.
All right. Well, to wrap us up, the ones that I'm using this year are the Laurel Denise, and I had to quickly look up and see which one I ordered because I forgot. This is the goal setting book. I'm sorry, this is the Scout Planner, and the pattern I have is Bewitched. So it is a portrait style. I had to choose between the one like that I've always gotten, which is the horizontal, like you showed, and then the portrait. And they do so many really cool YouTube videos at their Laurel Denise channel that you that
You
go
should definitely check out their channel.
they show you all the details and they compare the different patterns and they compare the layouts. And they're doing a Pride and Prejudice as obvious theme this year. So I've got the Scout, gorgeous contrasting book plates or internal. And then I got back the weekly turning. So I'm looking forward to getting and it's horizontal at the bottom, the weekly pages turning underneath the month this year. So now when I set mine up, and I set it up with a month, the week will turn with it. And
Right.
so that's the way I originally, when I bought my first Laurel Denise, after you showed it to me, I had the weekly like you have with the horizontal. And then I went to this project one. And I think they don't do the project one anymore. They put a lot of those project planning pages in the back of all of theirs or something. Is it what I got?
Yeah, because now that I've got them in the back of Nancy.
And then I also, for this year, I got some stickers because I'm trying to up my sticker game, but they've got a and I ordered the right size. Okay, my happy page, and that's supposed to be, pages for you to write down the things that are making you happy. And then you can make a list of gifts to get, local things to do, and rewards, which, as I need to start using rewards again for when I achieve goals. So I've got that one. And then I got a goal brain drop page. Brain drop. Yeah, that's right. With long-term goals, short-term goals, and quick wins. And so that will go, these pages fit right into the planner. I'm going to use that. And then it has what those of us who do project planning know as a Gantt chart in the back. And they already have something like that in the back of the planner as well. And then I bought this thinking it might be useful for our channel and some other things I do. It's called a class timetable. I do take classes, but I don't take classes like a college student or high school student does. But it just has the time and then the day of the week. And what I'm going to track are our recordings for our channel and some other channels that I do and some other projects that I work on that have different times during the day. So we'll see how I use it. And then I got this one also because it has a project page, which we lost in this new Scout planner. So every project has the name of the project, description, and then sections and conclusions that I can use. And I think the last one that I got was, I don't remember what this is called, but it's good decisions and a record of general amazingness. Who doesn't need that? Oh, it says right here what it's called. It's called the Side Hustle Booster Pack. So,
I saw that on their website today because I found a pair some stickers I liked on their website, but I'm not paying. I can only I used to put extra pages in my planner and it makes it too thick for me. So I don't do the extra pages anymore. And I saw that one that you just talked about and I was like, "Oh, that looks like it would," but I don't wanna put the extra pages in, so I didn't get it.
yeah, and the extra pages don't bother me as much because mine always sits on my desk. And if I travel with it, it's if I'm going to a workshop or something where I'm planning, like when you and I did, and some other writers did a post 20 books to 50K in Vegas, and I was
Yeah.
doing planning and laying it out there. But most of the time, mine stays on my desk. And this year, I'm using the the Jiboon Techo. That one will travel with me. So that's what I'm using this year. There's also one other project planner, which I can't find that I've used from year to year. It's such a pretty color. I can't seem to not keep it, but I need to commit to using it. And so I think what we're going to be doing coming up in the new year is we'll have some plan
What
with
are we
us.
doing?
We're going to do some plan with us on
Ooh.
YouTube and maybe on the Clubhouse app where we'll just sit down and talk and plan the week out and like we do our accountability, and we'll invite others to join in on that if you're a member of our channel. And we are also going to be doing some giveaways. So you want to be a subscriber because as you heard us go through, we're gonna have books that we collected and maybe we purchased duplicates by accident or on purpose. Don't be judgmental. And we're gonna be giving those away to subscribers or people who enter. So if you like giveaways, you will want to be a subscriber. Tell your other author friends about the channel so they can tune in. And is there anything else before we end this one, Amy?
I mean, I could keep talking, but I think we should probably stop.
Yes, let's stop, Amy. Before we do a 7-hour episode. Okay,
I mean, it's planners. Why I mean,
I
come on.
know. We could talk forever about planners, and I actually wanna start laying out my planner and putting stickers in it right now, which is why I thought about that other thing we're gonna do. Alright, so, you guys, if you have not already, please like and subscribe and hit a thumbs up so other people can see us in the great YouTube algorithm in the sky. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.